Inshallah and Ashe. Blessings to you, my energetic beings, and welcome back to the Musing Moon Meditation. I am your host. I am a practicing holistic Shah medium and subtle energetic surgeon. My intention is to use the power of these indigenous technologies, our original blueprint, if you will, to navigate our souls harmonic through the realms of the elemental highway into the imaginal realms, the power pathways, and the divine highway. With subtle energies, elements, and elemental beings, and really so much more. With offerings, rituals, and prescriptions, the otherworldly medicine kind, to add to your personal container. My goal is to truly merge the wisdom of these indigenous technologies with those subtle realms, the etheric highway, to assist you into navigating your prime directive, your inner genius. Just really reintroducing you to and through the magical being that I believe resides within each and every one of us. I call myself a holistic Shah medium. My name is Tonya D, and welcome to my audio medicine room. So this new moon solar eclipse in Taurus is a galactic, huge, super juicy deal, right? It's huge. So if you aren't familiar with the phases of the moon in relation to the dance with the sun, a solar eclipse is when the moon comes in front of the sun doing this dance with the light of the rim of the sun being seen as a force, a magnetic force. It's an event that really increases the galactic energetic poles, just building up this energy and whatever sign it's being magnetized or transiting in. So this building up of energies increases the poles in the sign which is being influenced. So a new moon solar eclipse really creates this huge creation in otherworldly galactic stream of energy that really then allows us to feed off of that energy for months, usually 6 months ahead or 6 months behind. So either we go back 6 months and check into things, or we go forward 6 months. It feels a little topsy-turvy like the Fae. But until that next eclipse happens, we are really getting this energetic boost, an energetic stimulus package, stimulating the energetics of where we are going, wherever this is playing out in our natal charts on the day we landed on planet Earth, what I call our Earth Day. So this is a burst of energy. It's where we're going to end up going. It's as if the seed that we planted last month is breaking through the earth from the soil, being able to break on through to the other side, like some kind of growth spurt. It's magnetized, it's energized, and it's magnetizing. It's like a force, right? Like when we purchase a fast-growing tree in a way. So it's this miracle of being able to grow quickly, energetically in that area of our chart where we have the cosmic filtration, the sun, who we are, as an investment from the ethers. It's cosmic, it's galactic. This is like super juicy. I'm just saying out loud, I can feel it myself. But the sun and the moon doing this dance, a new moon in and of itself is a birth of something new. But with this being a new moon solar eclipse, it really is the birthing of something super juicy, never been seen before, new. A birthing of something within ourselves, being founded outside of ourselves possibly. So it's going to grow. It's going to grow like the seed that was planted with the new moon in Aries. So where we were healing an aspect of ourselves, just pouring love in our cosmic chalice, the integrity of that chalice, of who we are authentically becoming with this particular stage of life, the characters on the stage, right? So this one is one that is going to grow and grow and grow, possibly like the speed of light or at the speed of light, just musing. It's going to really grow much quicker, have speed and momentum with growth, a growth period, than a regular new moon that is not eclipsed. So every new moon has a signature. It has a codex for us. A star grid, really, the intentions of the processor. So a new moon solar eclipse really gives us the juice to have growth beyond a 30-day period. It's going to carry this frequency, this wave of energy, like the ocean, it's galactic, out into the following or the flowing of the next possible 6 months. So it's like growth elevated. like when we push on the gas in our car to speed up when we're getting on the highway, just catching speed. It feels intense. Maybe you're throttling it, I don't know if you have a fast car, but I grew up with fast cars. But this is where we transform our story suddenly. So we have this galactic stimulus package to boost our production, Taurus, and manifesting on the Earth plane to become real, just bursting through the cosmos like an asteroid or something gliding through space, the threads of the divine will, where we may not have had this ever before. So this is the conscious awareness. This is giving us the wind, the breeze to sail, to go further with our wings, where we wish to fly, where we wish to land. And being that it really is this first magnetic force, this eclipse of 2022, it's actually arriving on Saturday, April 30th at 4:28 p.m. East Coast Village, 3:28 Central Village, and Mountain Time, my time, 2:28 in my village or my corridor, and 1:28 p.m. Pacific. But being that she's in the season of Taurus, and if you don't know, the lunar and solar eclipses almost always happen the same sign as the nodes, that axis. So it really is this phenomenon that's magical, and it happens before the nodes actually change and shift signs. So we had this in November when the nodes were in their last stages of the Gemini-Sagittarian axis. We actually had a super juicy lunar eclipse in Taurus at the 27th degree. And a lunar eclipse, which is the full moon lunar eclipse, which as a reflector, I follow the lunar, the goddess, the moon herself, just taking notes through the seasons, through the days of the cosmos, the gates, to see how I feel during those transits. Like, what am I reflecting? Reflectors are mirrors. So being that this was the first one, so it was actually the first gathering, if you will, the gathering of the fields in the field of awareness of the season of Taurus, it's almost as if it was removing the old cosmic debris, sucking out what is no longer, removing that debris, so we have space. We have space in our cosmic fields where we can stimulate that package, a new package of consciousness, adding to our cosmic soup, the divine will powers. It's like the divine is willing us. We've got the will of the divine. That's like a superpower, right? So we have this ability to do a cosmic cleanup. And we also have had the shadows, the unseen during the event, where the moon does that shadow dance by getting shadowed by the earth. Just bringing up those forces of adversity for us to see, the stuff that's hidden under the rug, Scorpio, in order for us to see and identify. It's like a powerful force that we needed to address, so those issues are revealed. So take a breath and take a pause and release. But the most cosmic thing, it's our cosmic memoirs of the November lunarity in Taurus, the revealing, the removing of something that was hidden, that was out of sight in Scorpio, Hades, right? The underworld. So just opening us up to see what action states are really in progress or progressing. What do we feel, or what did we feel? What was our intuition guiding us to act upon? To manifest, to recreate the creation. So what is progressing since then? What has come to the surface, no longer hidden under the rug? Now, after doing so, taking the action, we now have the ability of the Cosmic Congress, where we come face to face with creation or creator, a new plan of action for what it is that our heart truly wants. And what are those desires for our galactic future while we're in the Earth plane on this timeline? It's almost like we've been on the spin cycle in the washer and we get that alert that it's not able to drain, so we have to do an extra rinse. But being that it's the Taurus-Scorpio axis, we have a cosmic blip in the matrix. You know how the Earth has those little sinkholes that like suck in like a vacuum. The sinkhole is left open. It's waiting to be filled up with our will, the will of the divine, powered by our heart's desires to manifest, produce, start the foundation It's almost like we're kneading the soil, how cats knead their beds to get comfortable, starting that foundation. And also, it's like a cosmic shutter. A shutter is opened, just opening up our belief channel, our higher learning, the otherworldly. The spectrum of the rainbow is shifting. It's like the yellow brick road maybe just turned to gold. So things are always in motion, the threads of fate. What we do with them creates destiny. So all of this has been literally set into motion, emotion, energy plus matter, in different arenas of our life story. So gravity, the root center, our gravitational pull. So we have this during the season of this eclipse, just where it plays out, shifts in stages or dimensions, actually both. But it truly is this exciting time to really be alive, having the ability to recorrect or divert our original story to live the life on the daily, the life we're meant to live. So we have been in this cycle, this process since the season of Sagittarius in 2021, birthing anew in our daily life. But this is beginning to fade, to change color, basically. I'm seeing the zones, if you've ever participated in my online course, the zones. But because this new solar eclipse is at 10 degrees Taurus, super cool, this is where we take a stand. And I've been singing that song out loud, where we take a stand, everybody. I'm not a singer, but anyway. So this eclipse coming up here to take the stand on our new story of the life we are meant to live. So the universe is like giving us a blessing bowl, a cauldron, the blessings of giving them to us with this good and this gooder, taking the highway of an alternate perspective. It's like seeing through the eye of God, the creator. So it's like having our own theme park with the rides already in motion, just wondering where we're going to hop off of that roller coaster. But what's curious about eclipses, it's the frequency. It lasts until the next one. So that's the wave. So the wave might be at the crest, it might be at the full swing, it might be collapsing down through this momentum. So we have this momentum, this ride of it in the theme park. So this is going to be huge. This eclipse, it's huge. It's going to be magical. It's like this blessings of gratitude. And because it's the first eclipse happening in 2022 between Scorpio and Taurus, the duality axis of that. And also, if we were to look into where the nodes are, the speed, the momentum, they are actually at the juicy degree in time and space of vibration, energy, and frequency 22, which is the innovation vibration, to the gateway where we produce the base of our worth, our values, all things second house, where we value or what we value, what materializes. So this is in the sea of consciousness, the base notes of our structure, really stabilizing what it is that what we wish to have solid, to take form, to manifest. So another reason that this is so super galactic juicy is Uranus, who is the doorway. It's the gateway to the energy vibrational realm. The other world. I love Uranus frequencies only because it's sitting somewhere special for me. But it's not just the self-esteem, but it's the values of the energy of Taurus. But it's also that Uranian energy, which is Aquarius, that we have been accessing since 2018 when Uranus entered into the season of Taurus. So they're squaring. So these frequencies are coagulating. They're innovating our personal self-worth. That's what's really on the cosmic platter in our soup, the cosmic soup bowl or the platter. Look at it either way, but it's giving us solid ground. It's an access point to an awareness, a new self-worth awareness that we're consciously seeding. We have been seeding, if you will, or planting since Uranus really entered into Taurus. So again, since the season in 2018, May, I believe. So kind of filter into May of 2018 and kind of feel into what seeds you planted or you were innovating back then within your inner world. This is all inside of us. So if you can remember what you were doing in your inner world then. So we are in this soup of innovating our worth, our self-worth. And the last time we saw Uranus in Taurus was the year 1934. And Uranus usually spends 7 years in each sign. And again, I follow Uranus because it's in my first house. So I affiliate my actions, character, behavior are very Uranian, along with Pluto. So what does that look like for me anyway? So this is how this all ping pongs and plays out. So being that it's in my first house, it's how I am seeing and accessing the rising of the Phoenix. So every 7 years, myself, I am getting a new image, which it hasn't actually apexed to that degree yet at this moment, but it's coming. It's soothing into those streams. Conscious river streams is kind of how I see it. But I'm just putting it out there now. How I am seeing is possibly going to be next level, otherworldly, innovated. You possibly too. So I'm not just saying this for myself, right? I'm giving you a perspective. But it's manifesting within to the Earth star, and Uranus is a force. It's a power, right? So I kind of see it like things that happen out of the blue, like when lightning strikes. So it's innovating. It's raising the vibration, the frequency, wherever it is traveling or navigating through our cosmic grid, our cosmic, I call them space coordinates. Sorry, that's why I went offline there for a second. But wherever it's traveling, and being that it is in the season of Taurus, I'm sure people with planets, the moon, the sun in Taurus season are for sure feeling this too. But our magical innovator is at the degree of 14 during this new moon, which is its home degree in essence, the 4. Adding to the soup. So we have been innovating our values since Uranus really entered Taurus within ourselves. So it's what do we value at home? What do we value at work? What are the books, the messages, the info, the attitudes that we value? What services do we value? What careers do we value? Romance, relationships, God insight, etc. So just kind of musing about the cosmic houses where the platter, the soup plays out. So to increase how we value ourselves into a higher dimension, a higher octave, how we value ourselves in our inner world. But being that Uranus, again, is at that 14th degree during this eclipse, it's going to be at that frequency most of the year. So it's kind of ping-ponging around. But the universe is magical. It's in midstream. It's ahead of the new moon, asking us to innovate our future. Those aspects of ourselves that we probably kept under the sheets, if you will, not so much under the rug, under the sheets. So it's as if we are holding space and time to manifest what our inner heart values on the day-to-day, daily, like hitting the mark, the bullseye. So the door is being shown. However, we don't necessarily have to open it or walk through it, but the shift is one that is like a Sharpie marker in consciousness. So if the 4 is on the door, we are moving into the stream of the river of our values, even committing to our values. So it's as if the universe has been laying the foundation, the groundwork, for us to upcycle our personal streams of what we value. So we are at this climatic apex where source energy, great spirit, is like the marker isn't moving. Here is the door. The shift, the change, the transformation is permanent. The door is open, but we do not have to participate. We can go back to the old stream if we so choose. If we have streams going against us, we often do get pulled back into an old form, an old shape, an old way, but we are innovating the ability to shift a stream, transform a stream. So it has got this kind of eccentric uniqueness about it that is really forcing us to raise our frequency, our vibration, our dynamic energetic field, our auric field. So it's this combo of power versus force. Great book, by the way, if you've read that book, shout out. But we have the cue. We've got the manifestation, the vibration, the innovation. either way, the cosmic soup is like squaring off. It's at a crossroads. So with that, there's sort of this wrecking ball with this square that is also happening between Saturn in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus. So we've got like some serious cosmic soup happening here. But they're coming, or they're meeting at that wrecking ball or that crossroads, or both. So if we were just seeing the ball in Taurus, the possibility of staying in that old corner, staying to those outer realms, but the Saturn energy is like Father Time, old Father Time. The old ways are being innovated to possibly, not likely actually. So we have this staircase, or this vibration being held in the clouds, in the stratosphere. So not very likely to return to the old ways, the old arena. Where we fall back is who we are, who I am, and who you are too, which is also our behaviors, character that we healed during the Aries new moon at the master healing and loving degree of 11, where the high heart is actually online. So we are in these cross threads as a human race, evolution, evolving, like those doors that go in circle, those revolving doors when you walk through a building. But Chiron too is healing our issues with who we are. Our root center has been online for quite a while. And now we are being called to open the door to the Earth star, both manifesting our new self-worth, our inner worth, lighting up, knowing we are worthy, we are enough. We are a spectrum of light, sounds, codes, and all the juice. We are sigils. Lately, I've been seeing moving sigils. I'll get into that another day. But being that this new moon is in the season of Taurus, we are having a master reflection of permanence until the dry erase board literally cleanses it away. And we have a lot of sigils and signs. That says that the universe, the galactic consciousness, is literally shifting. It's a manifestation of the story we are born to live on the inside is coming to the realms of our outer world so we can see it. I'm mapping it out, right? I am literally been mapping, lady. Energetic mapping. I can't even describe how that's happening. However, we're creating and making all this happen, being our own producer to our own product. We are the product, right? We are the being that resides within us as we manifest, and it comes into solid form from energy to matter. We then have a new set of values in this arena, the cosmic soup of where it's playing out in your natal chart, the creation of our new self-worth, our new self-esteem, our new self-confidence. It really is going to last us for the rest of this timeline, this incarnation. It's in those threads of those streams. So we may not even realize that we have earned it. We do deserve it. We are authenticating or verifying, when you do an update and the thing spins, verifying. But it's coming from the inside out. We're cleansed. We've cleansed our essence, and we are manifesting the life we are really meant to live. So exciting. It just feels good. And I really want to express that in this podcast, this Musing Moon meditation that I will get to. But it's like the purpose is being served. The foundation of our daily life is being innovated. It's going to be something different, right? Like something that we don't expect. It's like expecting the unexpected. So this door is open to what is possible in our future on our Earth journey. It really is like the cosmic booster, the stimulus package that's coming from the cosmos, God, universe, whatever you want to call it. So it's feeling like the universe is handing us the key to access divine intervention through the channels of faith, the eye of God. So knowing that we are worthy, we are enough, worthy of love, 5th house, worthy of great health, 6th house, worthy of elevating our career, our legacy, 10th house, worthy of elevating our social status, 11th house. So, you could go through all the houses, but the shift in this transformation is really like that Sharpie, that marker. It's going to be permanent. It's literally doing an indentation in the cosmic highway. The streams are blipping that we get to feel into with what's lighting up our heart, our authenticity in our story, keeping us authentic, keeping us real. So the universe is definitely online, traveling with us. So I guess what I'm saying to ask yourself is the sphere of influence who you are safe? Are you loving yourself more than you have ever loved yourself before? Are you feeling the cosmic weather? It's as if the rays of the universe are lighting us up. And do you authentically believe in the course or the pathway that you are on? And also is your heart center just lighting up, beaming to believe it also? Do you, or are you having any energetic hiccups? Does your heart want to attract this? It's like, what does the heart really truly want to attract? Does it feel like it belongs on the stage at the office, being the director of the product? What does this feel like when you see it? Like literally in your third eye visioning, or if you're getting feelers in your gut, feelings never lie and the body doesn't either. But is your mind, your attitude one of gratitude as you see yourself on this stage? Are you open to the ability to manifest that award, that certificate becoming tangible, taking form, accepting the award from the cosmic highway on behalf of your soul blessings? And not only that, we have Neptune and Jupiter at the magical degree where we feel and what we sense. So it's the bounty of the universe, the galactic super juice of the cosmic threads attaining the great spirit, the universal streams, the consciousness that really holds the force like a Jedi master. So this is a big shift. As we as a collective, we have the ability to create from the ground up or from the sky down, the universe downloading it down through and in to manifest, starting at that construction site, mapping out the architecture of what our heart truly lights up to manifest. So it really is kind of like the golden nugget. If you were watching an old Western with Clint Eastwood, I just saw The Preacher. That's what it was. It was The Preacher. So the universe truly does have our back as long as we are aligned with the frequencies that we frequent. We may have been clearing the cosmic cobwebs, going through relationships, letting go of some, inviting new ones in. It really is the energy body demystified, where we embody both energy and matter. They are merged to become a solid manifestation with the foundation that isn't going to crack. We are taking form. So no more undervaluing ourselves. We know our self-worth. We are confident. We are self-confident. Our self-esteem is highlighted, and we are lighting up the cosmic bank account to deliver that juice. So no more of the old value statements. And I am thinking literally of bank statements that share our worth based on the physical realm. The universe is infinite. We can create our own bank statements from the universe, just like we do those new moon checks, right? So be creative. We are creating anew, birthing anew. Old values are no more. New values are streaming in. The creation of new self-worth, the creation of new self-esteem, and merging in our personal streams, that self-worth into self-esteem, which is part of the story we are born to. A self-esteem is going to last us for the rest of our life. This is otherworldly. This is cosmic. I don't think we'll ever go back. This is life-altering, life-changing, shifting, transforming. It's a moment in space-time, allowing those streams to flow into our awareness, into our consciousness. It's a confident booster. It's amazing. So besides, we've got Pluto, we have Venus. I believe I said Jupiter, but Venus and Jupiter, those are both at that magical 27 degree, bringing in an engagement, if you will, of our spiritual creation into the cosmic soup. So it really is like sitting at the round table with source energy and having a chat about moving forward with our Earth mission through the Stargate. But before we arrive at that Stargate, we have Father Time, Capricorn, with Pluto, breaking down, I should say destroying, taking away the old decay, the power. Pluto is also power in Hades, Scorpio, snakes, reptilians, the rise of the phoenix. Besides being a scorpion. So we have our power player removing or destroying the old story so we can innovate, manifest, and kind of just glide into the stream with a new one. And Venus is opening us up to scribe, like tell our story, our spiritual story, our life's creation. So when we allow the universe to be our guide, our soul's journey, and we then get out of our own way by trusting and loving the pathway we are on, everything becomes real. It becomes reality in form. So we go from the God channel to the reality channel. But this is Taurus energy, so it's what we value. It's what's going to materialize, become tangible from spirit to matter. And we also have Mercury at the cosmic soup at 0, a hero in Gemini, the 0 power. 0 is a placeholder. It's a fresh attitude, a clear mind. So how we think about ourselves too is upcycling to a new frequency as well. So we really have a cosmic day that's packed with some super juicy, stellar, cosmic, otherworldly blessings here. So we left our rebirthing of our story. Creator has cleared us up. We are onto a new spiritual mission, a new spiritual timeline. We've cleared the end games of the fears within our mind. And the mind can be brutal, right? The things that we used to tell ourselves. So we now have a freshies. We've got the freshies in our values, our self-esteem, self-confidence, a fresh attitude, a new lot on life through patterns. Those thought patterns are elevated. There's no more mind games. We're through the hypergate, a new way of behaving in our day-to-day world. Our attitude's been cleansed, a new attitude of our values, a new attitude that flows into what is finite, infinite, possible to do, so much newness. So it really feels like we are birthing our original, our origin, the origin baby, our soft spot, our vessel, a new spiritual essence. So we come from healing, the new moon in Aries at 11 degrees, healing to manifesting, where things take form and are tangible. So everything that we're going to carry forward into the next year, the next season, actually the future of our lives here, beyond the yellow brick road, is holding time and space, the field, the 0 point field, where we will feel and manifest this rebirthing of a new soul story, our foundation, and how this is going to really begin to materialize for you. Well, it's going to flow into that following eclipse that we have on the 16th at the magical degree of 25 Scorpio. So this is just, it's super exciting. I hope you can feel it in my voice. But hey, I prefer an optimistic venue over any other anyway. So be sure to check out your natal chart to see where you are rebirthing a new story. This is where it's going to materialize, becoming manifest for you, birthing a new self-esteem, values, worth, all things second house related. But the cosmic soup is the house it plays out in. So you kind of have to ping pong a little bit. But now for the musing moon meditation. So first of all, as we get all settled in and taking that breath and that pause, I know I need to slow down. However, first I want to call in and affirm the magical being that you are, the magical being that you are becoming, the beings in the unseen, the citizens of the wild, the beings that bring in the joy, the love, the art, the poetry, our ancestors and archangel, the realms of the beings of the light, affirming our gatekeepers, our guardians of our galaxy, those ascended masters, and also affirm the Great Spirit, the universe. And before we begin, let's take a breath and take a pause and utilize Vam, the chant of Vam, the sacral energy. We're going to Vam 3 times. So take a deep inhale. Again, inhale. Again, the last one. Take a deep inhale. Wow, that feels super juicy. So Now I want you to energetically bring in golden light, even like a sunset of golden light, to our sacral, to raise our vibration to the Earth Star, to manifest our soul's desires with our heart and our spirit, all in this cosmic chalice. We are creating sacred space within the heart, trusting and loving the process. So from our outer field down through the crown to our sacral, inhale. And as you exhale through the sacral, through to the Earth Star, creating a solid foundation for which our manifestation may grow upon. Inhale through the crown from the universe, our galactic moon and our golden sun to our sacral. Hold for a count of 3 and exhale to the Earth Star, the potency of our heart's manifestation, our creation energy, planting seeds. We are doing this today. Inhale from the universe, golden rays of the heavens, down through the crown to the sacral. Hold for a count of 3. And as you exhale, the frequency of emotion, the feelings of a tangible manifestation into the earth plane, that grid line, as you release. Exhale. Inhale from the golden sun, the unseen moon, down through the crown to the sacral. The golden sun of newfound beliefs, creating a structure of I believe in spirit. Exhale, release the spiritual channel of what your heart believes down into the Earth Star. Can you see the formation of your manifestation in your third eye? Are you able to feel it? And does your heart authentically believe it? Breathe in and through the universe, through the crown, the golden sun, the unseen moon, knowing what does and what does not belong, manifesting in your personal streams within your cosmic Earth Star. Exhale and release. Inhale from those universal streams down through the crown, the golden rays to the sacral. And knowing that your mind is free, clear, your attitude of gratitude, your attitude of abundance is growing. And exhale and release into the Earth Star, this newfound attitude, this character that you are. Inhale from the galactic star that you are, the golden light. You are receiving the energy from Source to manifest the life you are meant to live. Just opening up your reception channel, receiving the light of the divine to manifest the tangible into the Earth Star as you exhale and you also release. Inhale from the galactic star that you are, the universal star, those universal streams. Breathing down in through the crown to your sacral, the spirit that you are. Holding space for the mission, the story that the universe has gifted to you and upon you. And as you exhale and release, the spiritual you is becoming merged and manifest with the part of you that has taken form and taken shape. Spirit is your guide. Spirit is your director. And as you exhale, release into the Earth Star, you see the vitality of spirit forming in the seeds that you have planted. Inhale through the galactic star grid, down through the crown to your sacral center. Hold for a count of 3 and know in your heart's true space you are manifesting, you are committed to this heart desire, this manifestation of valuing yourself. It is taking form. You can see it in your third eye. And as you exhale and release, you possibly may see the budding on the plant that you have planted the seed for producing. Inhale through the crown the galactic star grid, down to your sacral. You are seeing the actions, the characters, the cosmic soup taking form. It's as if you are baking the bread in the oven, and it's gone from the shape of dough into the shape of bread. The action is there. It is becoming manifest on its way. And as you exhale and release into the Earth Star, the seed's been planted, the growth is happening, you're becoming wise, mature. Everything is just coming together. It's like bliss. Inhale through the crown, the galactic star grid, the light that you are, the rays of light from the galactic universe, source energy divine, down through the crown to your sacral. Hold for a count of 3. And as you hold in this cosmic space, having total faith and trust in the universe and loving the being that resides within you, as you exhale and release, that garden is sacred. It is bliss. It is blessed. You are grateful. You are valued. Your self-esteem is elevating. It is rising. Can you feel it? And can you see it? Exhale and release. Inhale through the crown. It's our final breath. From that galactic starlight, that grid of universal streams flowing through down to the sacral, hold for a pause of 3. And in your cosmic chalice, you see the light being that you are, receiving the cosmic juice, the streams of the universe, filling up your cosmic chalice in order to flow and take manifest in your own personal sacred garden the life you are meant to live, the story that is becoming who you authentically are. And with that, I say, Inshallah and Ashe. Thank you for joining me for that. And as that filters through your system, I just have a little announcement here. If you haven't already, please be kind to do subscribe to either my YouTube channel or my Musing podcast. If it is on YouTube, go ahead and hit the bell button. It's at Tonya D, so you too are notified. And also, if you don't mind liking or commenting on the videos, because that algorithm, it really helps it to echo out and suggest me to other like-minded users out into the galactic universe. And also my podcast, Musing with Tonya D. You can find that on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or honestly, just subscribe to my Musing newsletter just to be in the knowingness, so you are notified when I do share some light, along with other social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram. And if you too wish to dive deeper, head on over to my Musing Corridor, where I have offerings to guide you at club.tonyad.tv. I am your holistic shaman medium assistant. The Sha, right? That's where the Sha comes from. So you are your own healer. So sometimes we need a shamanic coach to see beyond the beyond, sharing insight into the otherworldly perspectives. Wherever you are, I will absolutely 100% meet you there. And with that, blessings to you. Make this just so magical and mystical. I am holding space. Inshallah and Ashe. And as always, I will see you on the other side. Blessings.